Good morning, students. This is the 11th video of the chapter Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. And today we are going to discuss an important subtopic that what changed after October. In the last video, we already discussed that why revolution took place in the month of October and what was the impact of October Revolution. We also discussed that what was the outcome of October Revolution. We came to understand that through the October Revolution, the provisional government was not there in the power, and now the power got transferred in the hand of Bolshevik government. And now in this video, we are going to discuss that what exactly happened when the Bolshevik government came to power or the Bolshevik group came to power. The first point that is mentioned here, that April thesis was implemented. This was the very first step that was taken by the Bolshevik group when the provisional government was toppled down. Recall what we discussed in the April thesis. When the Bolshevik leader Vladimir Lenin came from the exile, he devised 3 demands under the name April thesis. What was the first demand? To end the involvement of Russia in the World War I. The second demand was land should be redistributed to the peasants. And what was the third demand? Nationalization of bank. So with these 3 demands, now these were implemented when the Bolshevik came to power. Finally, we will find that the Bolshevik group, they will come forward to end the World War I and the involvement of Russia in the World War I, and for that they will sign a treaty. Now after that, we have to understand that the second demand was that the land should be redistributed. So here the peasants took over the land of the nobility. The peasants got control over the land that basically belonged to nobility. So basically, initially, the nobility was taking the control of all the lands. But here, when the Bolshevik came to power, they redistributed the land. And now, the land was under the control of peasants. Initially, it was under the control of nobility. So, the land transformation took place. It got transferred from the nobility towards peasants. Now, one most important thing that took place, that Bolshevik party renamed itself as Russian Communist Party. So new name was given to the Bolshevik party and the new name was Russian Communist Party. So after the revolution, everything was changing. So name was also changed. Now the Bolshevik party came to be known as Russian Communist Party. Moreover, as the Bolshevik group came to power, they demanded for equality. And for that, they tried all their efforts to bring equality in their country. For that, they distributed, they partitioned the houses as per the family requirement. Initially, when the nobility was there, when the aristocrats were there, so they constructed big houses. But later on, when the Vladimir Lenin came to power, Bolshevik group came to power, they told clearly, no, we don't want such big houses because population has to be accommodated as per the requirement of the house. So basically the house was also partitioned in order to accommodate the different families. So this was done in order to promote the equality. After that, we'll have to understand that what exactly was done. So everything was changing. Name of the political party, the way or the culture of government. Third thing that changed was the uniform of soldiers. A new type of cap was introduced, a new type of dress was introduced, a new uniform was introduced to the army, so that army men could feel that they are the soldiers of Bolshevik, the new government. So these type of changes took place in the government. So we have to understand that apart from that, most important thing was that the titles of the old aristocracy was also changed. I mean to say that in the old times, the aristocrats used to give titles to their dear and near ones. But when the Lenin came to power, when the Bolshevik group came to power, they understood that this type of titles is going to promote inequality in the society. So in order to curb all these activities, what they did, they abolished the titles that was used by old aristocrat group in the Russia. So this is how the change took place after revolution. So let us see one by one. First point is that a approach thesis was implemented in which first of all banks were nationalized. Now why the banks were nationalized? Now before that the bank was owned by private bodies. It was under the control of private individuals. As they were performing, they were giving the loans as per their own requirement, as per their own target. Now thereafter situation changed, and as the new government demanded to implement the approach thesis, the banks were nationalized. So most of the banks were nationalized in Russia. And after that, they started giving loans to the needy one, the workers also, the peasants also. And now they were under the control of government. And you all know that Bolshevik was mainly the workers' government. So it took control over the banking system. And you all know that banking system is all about monetary system or the money. So now money was under the control of, or the whole economy was under the control of government and of course the ordinary men of the Russia. Now after that, as I told you, initially the land was under the control of nobility. Nobility were having large pieces of land under their control. And they were giving pieces of land to the peasants as per their own wishes. And that irritated the peasants, and that is why they led revolution. We already discussed that they killed most of the nobility in Russia. Why? Because they felt that they should get land directly from the Tsar Nicholas, and that is why they raised a revolt against the nobility. They killed many land lords also. So now it was decided that this type of things could not be repeated, and that is why it was decided by the Lenin government that land should be redistributed to the peasants. And of course, everything was changing, so name was also changed. So basically what we saw here, that changes were, basically the title is just going to reflect you, that changes were there. After October, so many changes took place in Russia. During October, what was the most important outcome? The fall of the provisional government. Like in case of February Revolution, we discussed that in February Revolution, the Tsar Nicholas government, the monarchy ended. The monarchy was abolished. Similarly, in the October Revolution, what was the impact? What was the result? What was the outcome? So, outcome was that there was the end of provisional government. So, we can see the sequence. In February Revolution, monarchy was abolished. Tsar Nicholas was evicted. He was thrown out from the country. Now, after that, October Revolution. So, what was the outcome? To the October Revolution, the provisional government was toppled down. It was removed from the power. It was kicked out from the power. Now thereafter Bolshevik group came and they occupied their power. They occupied the entire area. They controlled the entire area through the revolution. Of course, with the help of workers and with the help of other persons, they took over Petrograd and later on Moscow also. And when they came, they established all the things that was required at the time in the Russian society. The first thing was the equality. So the Bolshevik not only promoted equality among the ordinary men by giving them houses as per the requirement, but they also give equal opportunity to soldiers also by giving them same type of uniform or same type of cap or same type of treatment from the government. So now the workers, the soldiers and the common men, they became very happy because now they were getting equality. And one more thing that was done, that was the removal of title. That was the part of the aristocracy. So now people became very happy because now they were getting the equal treatment from the government. That was the Bolshevik government. So that was the biggest achievement of the Bolshevik government after the October Revolution. Thank you so much.